Hello and welcome to another sort of Convallaria video. Today I want to talk a little bit about the dupe system, how it works, how important it is to understand this, how you can farm your dupes without the need of using the gacha system, how long it takes, how many characters you can farm at a time, and in general the whole system, right? Some tips and tricks. So before we start, as usual, leave a like, subscribe, help me grow this channel. I play Convallaria and a lot of gachas. Also important, but we have updated the website with the first version of the damage calculator. This damage calculator includes basically everything you need to calculate damage of your characters and see what their ceiling is when it comes to, how strong a character can be on circle target or AoE in general. You can just put your power, you can put the defense of the enemy, you can see critical damage, back attacks, blocks, armor piercing, etc. There is a lot of things that the game does not tell you that I will be making a video separately about damage and everything we found about it, right? But that said, enough with japping, let's get directly started with the dupe system, how it works, and why this is important. So, first of all, when you get a character, there will always be 1 star, right? Always be 1 star. When you get the dupe, you'll be able to actually level up these characters. For example, if I come here, you'll be able to level up these characters. When you level up a character, the only thing you're getting is increased passive effects. So as you can see, some extra stats, really a small buff on stats. But what you're getting is the passive itself. Now, these passives usually, and I want to emphasize, usually the best spot is 3 stars. That's when most characters will get stronger in comparison to their base version. So we can put some examples here. So some examples so you can understand how the passive works. Also, if you're interested in knowing how many dupes you need, we're putting a priority for people. So for free-to-plays, it's always going to be base. For spenders, it really depends. And for wells, well, go for 5, right? Now, you will be able to farm as a free-to-play. The recommendation is pull 1 copy and farm for the target for spenders. I would not go for wealth, and we'll explain why later, because how long it takes. But for example, Dantalion, if you go to his passives, right, it's basically increase attack and defense attributes by 5%, recover 20% of health and 1 energy for each character defeated. If you go to level 2, it only increases the numbers. If you go to level 3, it increases the numbers, etc, etc, etc. When you go to level 5, however, he will also get extra stuff. Now, a lot of characters, they will get this extra stuff at level 3, right? Dantalion is an example that only changes at level 5. There is a few more that will also only change at level 5, but you don't need them to perform at level 5. So for example, Maitha. You get Maitha for free with a dupe. So you only would need to farm 2 because she needs to be level 4, right? Because her passive is that she blocks every time she blocks, reduce damage taken by 8%, and at the end of the action, she will heal 1 ally with the lowest HP, restoring 20% of HP loss. At level 2 is the same, level 3 is the same, but at level 4, she will heal 2 allies, and it's of course a lot better if you can get that passive going on, right? Same goes for example, for Alexei, same goes for example, for Inanna. She also heals 1 ally, but if you go to level 3, she will heal actually 2 allies that are close to you. So a lot of these characters at level 3, it's when they start getting really good, or at least in comparison to 1 star. Of course, 5 stars is always going to be better, but 3 stars is the sweet spot. Now, how many shards do you need to level up? Because this doesn't cost the same all the time. As you can see, this costs 60 right now. The price for dupes is 20, 60, 100, and 120 to go to the max level, meaning it's a total of 300 dupes or shards that you need in order to go from 1 star to 5 stars. Now, let's go into the other stuff, which is farming shards and how many you can farm per day. So if you go into your farming stages, which are going to be basically here every single day, right? You're going to be getting a bonification every day for farming 1 stage. I already did some, but we can go into the dupes. The dupes is this stage. Now there are more stages. You will get a number of random shards, in this case 6. Now, how do you decide what characters you're getting shards for? Well, if you go into this level, you will put as many characters as you want, right? Let's say I put all of these characters here. As you can see, I'm getting 1 2 shards for Maitha, 1 2 shards for this girl, and 1 2 shards for every character. So you're getting shards for the characters that are active in the battle. So basically, if I only put Maitha and my other girl, I think she's called Simone, I only get 3 shards for each. Now, this is a lower level, meaning, let me go back. When you go into max level to farm shards, the maximum amount you can get is 9 per day, meaning you can get 3 characters, 3 shards per day. This means it will take you 100 days if you wish to go from 1 star to 5 stars on the same 3 characters, right? Let's say I'm farming for Maisa every single day. It will take you 100 days around, right? Unless you get more dupes on the gacha, to go from 1 to 5 star in order to get 300 shards. Now, that's what I said earlier. It's not necessary to go for 5 stars all the time. Because if you go for 5 star, it means you're doing 100 days. But if you're going for 3 stars, maybe 4 depending on the character, it's gonna save you time to start grinding those passives for other characters that also might be important. If you have Inanna, you wanna get her to 3, but you don't need to get her further, even though it would be better, of course, but you don't need to get her further. For free-to-plays, and even for low spenders, it's gonna be more important to get a wider roster of characters that are strong, rather than going for 5 star on only 2 characters or 3 over the course of 3 months, right? It's a long time. So I will say you don't need 5 star on all of them. I will say it's better if you just go for the characters you really like let's say 6, 7, 8 characters and try to get them to 3 stars, going 3 by 3 at a time, of course. Now let's talk about the last thing about the dupe system, and that is the shop. There is a shop for dupes, okay? If I come here, there should be this one, pretty sure. Yeah, this shop. As you can see, I have 250 currency. If Paimon wants to stop speaking, there you go. So I have 250 currency. This shop, you will get currency by spending on the gacha and getting duplicates of characters you already have maxed out. This shop is expensive. This is for wells only. I will say save your currency here and just buy stuff that you need at that moment. Getting 5,000 of these currencies is gonna take a while. So taking these singles is not even worth it. In my case, because I'm a gambling addict, I'm gonna be saving for this frame because it looks really good. I like this frame, so I'm gonna be saving for it. So an example, right? You only get shards for characters that are maxed out, okay? So you only will get shards for those characters that are already 5 stars or that you can get to 5 stars even if you haven't used them. So for example, that guy, since it's cheaper to actually level him up. So let me do a multi so you guys can see how to get that currency. We'll pull on this banner, why not? See if we can get Beryl or Call, and let's go. A multi, yes, 1500. Let me see if we can get lucky. Also, side note, if you want to see, know if you're getting an SSR or not, what card do I like? I think I like this card. She looks very nice. If you want to know if you get an SSR, it has to be rainbow, not gold. So in this case, it's gold. We're not getting an SSR. Oh, actually, we're getting an SSR. Pretty good for the video and for my luck. My luck is gone on global. I've gotten so many SSRs in this Taiwanese account that my luck for global is gonna be so bad, guys. Hopefully, I can get some good characters, honestly. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Ooh, okay, Call. We got Call. I can't complain. I'm gonna be testing her and seeing how much I can push her. That's pretty nice. So I didn't get any dupe right now. As you can see, I only got shards. In case you have a character max out, instead of getting shards, you can go into the shop. So I can go into the shop here, and I can exchange these shards for this currency. Again, this is gonna be for wells. This is gonna take a long time. This costs 40,000, and I have 300. This costs another 40,000. A single on the gacha costs you 5,000. This currency for the skills 10,000. That is really expensive. This shop, just ignore it. 1,000%. There's also a selector for 70,000 that you can get for free. I might make a video about this later, talking about tips for beginners players and where they need to save, because this is important. But that's gonna be about it for the dupe system. That's how it works. That's some tips, how many you can farm, etc. That said, that's gonna be it for this video. As usual, thank you to my patrons for making this content possible. Love you all, bossos. Good luck with your pools, and see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。